reeling, not reeling in the years. I can't believe what I have seen regarding the Epstein case. Cannot believe anything. Don't know what to say, don't know what to do, don't know, can't even put it into words, ladies and germs. How absolutely, positively shocked I am. I mean, I thought there's some, okay, I'm not a tyro, as it were, but I never thought the betrayal would be this great, this strong. First, dear friends, let me remind you. On July the 19th, this could be one of the biggest days of your night. I'm going to be at the Cutting Room in beautiful New York City. And I am going to be hitting the stage to talk about this and everything else. Tickets are available in the comment section. Please join us July the 19th at the Cutting Room in New York City. I'd love to see you there. Kimberly Hope Walker. Kimberly, maybe they are deep state. No. First, I think it probably comes down to something like this. And look at all of the opportunities, or all of the possibilities. Number one, could somebody have gone to, thank you, Beijing, could somebody have gone to Trump, who in many respects is the most incompetent of strategists? Sometimes Trump doesn't believe that he has to follow any kind of rules. He can say what he wants. He says what he wants about Israel. He says what he wants about Iran. Changes his mind. Whatever suits his fancy. And you want to say to him, do you know what you're doing? This past week, if you recall correctly, he was saying, remember, you know what the unforced error is. Pam Bondi and other people decided on their own to come forward and to say, without anybody forcing them, they said, I have on my desk, the files, the list. I've been through, I don't know how many gigabytes of I don't know what. And it's horrible. Tens of thousands of... She said this. Do you notice sometimes, and I want you to listen to me, and please don't take this, my friends, the wrong way, because I think Pamela Joe is a good person. I really do. But do you ever notice that sometimes she sounds like a little girl, or somebody trying to act like a big girl in the big world? Does that make any sense to you? I'm not trying to be sexist because, like I said, I like her. When she speaks, I mean, Caroline Leavitt sounds like Jean Kirkpatrick compared to this. And Caroline Leavitt looks like a fool. So she brought this up. I didn't bring this up. Kash Patel, who always looks shocked and frightened. Dan Bongino, the worst. I don't know who these clowns are. They should have said, let it go. Let this go. What are you doing? They're not going to remember this. This has destroyed MAGA. The MAGA base is absolutely... Go online, read X, read. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it. I feel so disappointed in this president. It's like, how could you do this? You're the leader, you're the president. Ultimately, it depends upon you. How did you do this? And then this week, here's the best part. This week, Bibi Netanyahu and Israel are nominating President Trump for the Peace Prize. Do you know Bibi Netanyahu, who is under not either suspicion or I don't think it's full-blown indictment, for being a war criminal in what people are calling a genocide? Do you grasp he is nominating Trump as a what? As a what? You're kidding me. The Peace Prize? You're kidding me. Do you understand? Stop right there. Do you understand the irony of that? I don't even, I mean, how, you think somebody would have said, Bibi, for your own good, don't do this. This is going to make, first of all, the Nobel people are going to be very upset with this, number one. Number two, right or wrong, you're pushing this. You're pushing this a little bit too much. I don't need this now. Because it makes it look kind of like we're joking, or we're in this circular world. What is Ghislaine Maxwell in prison for if there's no evidence, no nothing? What is anybody? What did all of these women, the one woman who said she was SA'd repeatedly, what is she talking about? What is going on? Where is Ghislaine Maxwell? Excuse me, not Ghislaine Maxwell, Virginia Giuffre. Freedom says, enjoying a fresh cup of Java in my Lionel coffee cup right now, and seeing that beautiful American flag is a blessing to my old eyes. Thank you, my friend. Epstein is a smart man. He knew how to protect his life. He's dead. Oh, make no mistake about it. Oh, he's dead. He was murdered. Beijing says, I'm hungry too. My wife just sent for Korean chicken. It should arrive in less than 30 minutes. Korean chicken in Beijing. Believe and Achieve says, standard abuse investigations have the victims identify the perpetrators. The FBI refuses to even try to cover up. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've never understood any of this. I've never understood how you take a bunch of people and you say, listen, let's say you're the victim of this. And I say, please have a seat. My name is Special Agent so-and-so. I'm with the FBI. I'm going to show you a book of pictures. We've got these. Let's say there were pictures taken from the Epstein files, the Epstein pictures, the Epstein whatever, the Epstein what. And you turn the page and you say, oh, that man there. Do you know who that is? No, I don't. Who is that? That man, let's say, abused me when I was a child, or I was a kid, or I was whatever. That man there? Yes, that man there. That man there? Yes, that man there. That man there? Yes, that man there. That man there did. Okay. Do you know that man is? And then you can say it's, I don't know, whoever you want. That's Bill Gates, or I'm just saying it. Assuming they didn't know who it was. And then you charge that person with crime or whatever. Now one person charged. What if they went to Trump and said, listen, all of your friends are on this tape. Here's what you can do. You're going to kill this deal. You're going to kill this investigation. And all those people are going to owe you. You got that? All those people are going to owe you. Or he could be on it. I don't know. They've already known about this. They've already known. FJB says, Epstein is not dead. Epstein is dead. Michael Baden was there. The family was there. This idea that people aren't dead, no, that doesn't work. Bobby Kennedy, John Kennedy Jr. is dead. There's no... It's easier said than done. Very difficult. You've got to take these people, and they have to live under. He is of no use to anyone. You would never allow him to be alive. Never. Not only that, as I said, He was there, family was there, medical examiner was there, Bondi was there, they probated the will, they wanted him. He's dead. He is dead. Now I know sometimes many of you wonderful people have these wonderful imaginations. Fecund. But you don't think it through. You just think, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Remember years ago? Yeah, John Kennedy Jr., he's alive. No, he's not. Does that mean that Caroline Bassett's alive? It's the weirdest thing. Nobody thought it through. It was just fun. Yeah, that's it. Maxwell is in prison for her involvement in trafficking, so if there's no evidence dealing with Epstein, then how do we explain Maxwell? Kimberly, 100% correct. If I was Maxwell, I get the phone. Hello, yes. Can you please excuse me? Kim Harrington says, I am shocked and confused about what to believe about Kash, Pam, and Bongino. Kash and Bongino were so strongly convincing about standing up against the deep state. Now I am not sure where we stand. Hear, hear. Absolutely. Felicia says, they will release it during 3 or 10 days of darkness. Please stop it. Epstein is drinking margaritas with Kenny Boy Lay on the Bush Ranch in Paraguay. I hope you're kidding about that. Bondi speaks like a frustrated cheerleader. You know what? She comes across as weak and incompetent. You know, there's a little bit of truth to that by virtue of the delivery. I felt the most, not sorry, but I couldn't believe what Caroline Leavitt, my God, they were just absolutely just, she didn't know what to say. She's thinking, dear God. I mean, she just was, Doocy was just going nuts. This is so incompetent. You keep changing your mind. It's like, nobody's ever... And why does somebody think Dan Bongino helps anything? I still say, Freedom says, you made me laugh. That was hilarious. Love it. I don't know what was, but thank you so much. Do you know that Trump has this thing where he just kind of says kind of whatever he wants. And I don't know if it's because he thinks, look, I'm at the end of my term. I don't care anymore. I got this damn Israel thing. Israel can this is the part that gets me. Do they understand how the country and the Democrats and the Republicans see what's going on right now? Have you seen any of the polling? The last thing in the world I would do is I would tell Bibi, listen, we'll keep paying you or whatever it is, but I don't want to see you here. I don't need this right now. I'm going through more shit than I can imagine. I don't need this. I have to get back. By the way, do you know the only thing that Trump, I think, has done so far? What's the only thing that he's done? What? He plays us for fools in your face. I think so. Regarding the Bush Ranch in Paraguay, how did he pass the Al Capone income to asset test? There is no income to asset. Nobody's applying the test. That you were absolutely mad to think Trump would release a file that he is in into the vast majority of the... You are absolutely mad to think Trump would release a file that he is into the vast majority of the file. I don't know what that means, but... Benji, they've known about these files forever. Before, these files, unless you have Trump in a actual compromising position with a young girl or something. By the way, I need those likes. Come on, I need them. As opposed to, I'm on the island, I'm on the plane. There's pictures of Trump. He's at a disco, and he's got these weird, remember these David Ferry paint-on eyebrows? Did you see this? Very weird. But he's doing this dancing. And, when Trump dances, it's not exactly the most lyrical. Trump can say, oh, I've known him forever. That's not a big deal. What we're talking about is not on the client list, but that Trump was with girls. I can't see him with underage women. But I can see him with women, not trafficked, but women, absolutely. Do any of you even believe that Stormy Daniels story? Does anybody really believe the fact that Trump never had sex with Stormy Daniels? Does that make any sense to you? Trump would stoop a snake if you hold the head. This guy did ever. He loved that. I never understood that one to begin with ever. Stormy Daniels was all over him. She's a hooker. She's a porn star. You think he would have said, wait a minute, I got to draw the line right there. So Trump can say, yeah, I was, and he was married at the time. Trump can say, yeah, I was with Epstein. Do you think they have Trump with a 12-year-old? No. So I don't know what this thing is. Trump could say this. Trump could say, oh, listen, Epstein, this guy, Steve Wynn, Paris, I've had them all over the place. I'm a hot dog. I'm Donald Trump. I've had women everywhere. What's he hiding from? What do you think he's got to be with children or something, or animals, not just in this? Donald Trump would be the first one to tell you, I'm a horn dog. Dan says it definitely sucks the air out of the Trump balloon. I hope he has a master plan 4D chess. It's absolutely the most incredible story. I love the argument. I'm listening to my friend who's on the air right now, and he's just losing his mind over this. Look, let me ask you a question. What was the best thing that Trump did so far? Name it. What was it done? What was it? It's the Wall Street backers in the list. Maybe, but the list is already there. It's too late. You take the list, you extract the people that you want, you redact it, and you release some of it. You don't have to let everybody know what's in it. The DOJ could have said, take out this, take out that, take out, this one, that's my friend. Release, something. It was just so sloppily done. Let me ask you, what do you think it is? What's the best thing? Close the border. Did you hear this one? Okay. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I want to read something to you. This came yesterday. This is the one, this will break your heart. This is the one that will kill me. This is from Charlie Kirk, believe him or not. I think DC Drano talked about this, other people as well, and they showed some clips of Trump seeming to change his mind about something. Charlie Kirk says there was a massive push behind the scenes for President Trump to sign a mass amnesty deal. This is according to Charlie Kirk. Quote, literally the day before President Donald Trump was signing the big beautiful bill, I got a couple of phone calls from people that you would call members of the ruling class. A lot of money and a lot of connections. They said, Charlie, isn't this amazing? We passed the big beautiful bill. He said, oh, yes, sir. And they said, now we need mass amnesty. I said, what? They said, we haven't even signed the bill yet. They said, yeah, these deportations, we're going to lose the midterm because of the deportations. The people on the right, they'll understand that we'll need to come to the middle, and we need to legalize the 25 million people here in this country. I was speechless. You see, here I am actually thinking the naive, we're going to sign this big, beautiful bill, and we're actually going to get mass deportations uninterrupted from an asymmetrical attack. So we have somewhere between 20 to 50 million illegal aliens in this country. We don't actually know the numbers. These are all guesstimates. These are all just approximations, and there is a movement afoot as I am doing this broadcast. And this is bigger than anything with Epstein. This is bigger than anything with tax cuts. It is happening right now in Washington, D.C. And I can say this from firsthand experience, that people are pushing President Trump for amnesty. They are pushing him for the mass legalization of illegals. Charlie Kirk. Think that makes any sense? Charlie Kirk. You can dismiss Charlie Kirk. You can say he doesn't know what he's talking about. Can you imagine if that happened? Can you imagine if that were? Justice says all elites were compromised by Mossad. How do you know that? Why do you say Mossad? We don't know. Circumstantially, it might make some sense. You know that Lindsay, well, what's her name? What's her name? You know who I'm talking about. Oh my God. Help me with this. The investigative reporter. Wears the glasses, always smiles a lot. You know what I'm talking about. She's on with Mossad. She says, Les Wexner, Ehud Barak, CIA, OSS, Mossad. It's like, well, wait a minute. Not really sure about this. What is her name? What is her name? You know what I'm talking about. Somebody give me her name. You know she's got the glasses. She always smiles. She's got the... Whitney Webb. Thank you. Thank you, Hot Pocket. Always has that smile. She's always grinning and smiling. Her connections are like... She says this, and this. But there's no... 2 + 2 + 2 is not 37. She just makes these jumps. But anyway. The best thing... Wendy Webb. Thank you, Farn. Whitney Webb. Ghislaine Maxwell's father was Maxwell, right? He was Mossadi. Why do you think this was a Mossad organization? Or Mossad thing? Why? Would Mossad let Ghislaine Maxwell do prison time? Do you think that if somebody's father was Mossad, that Epstein is Mossad? Freedom says, is Social Security going to be fixed? Trump will run out. I'm retired. You say you would fix it for millions just like me. Talk is cheap. Get it done. Also, they said that Social Security will not be taxed, though it's not taxed for I think if you make $100 or something. The only thing that Trump did so far, the best thing, was getting rid of USAID. And that was Elon Musk. And that was Doge. That was the most important. That was it. Short of that, the border, I don't know. I don't know. All I'm saying is that I need to have something a little bit more, whether to say it's CIA, Mossad, than to say that Ghislaine Maxwell's father was Robert Maxwell. Or that Ehud Barak was involved in it. Could be. Probably. Do you think that's enough? Remember the dancing Israelis? So anyway, what if Trump moves for amnesty for the 25 million? What do you do then? What will you do? Does Trump think for himself, look, I almost died. I almost took a bullet for this country. Okay? I almost took a bullet. And I don't need to explain to you or anybody else what I did. 3 times that you know of. Maybe he's PTSD'd. I don't know. I went through this last night. Bobby Kennedy, flop. Dan Bongino, flop. Kash Patel, flop. Kristi Noem, she just wants to be like Charlie's Angel. Who? Dr. Roz with the white hair. What's he doing? I don't know. Something. Bobby Kennedy, probably the biggest disappointment of them all. He was going to bring everybody down. Mr. Anti-Vaxxer hasn't done shit. Nothing. So in any event, my friends, I want to thank you. What a groovy time. And thank you, my friends, and thank you, Freedom, for your kindness. Now I want you to go to WABC Radio, Um, there's the we need to get to the bottom of what's going on, my friends. We need to get to the bottom of this. And what we need to do, more than anything else, what we really need to do is we need to figure a way for us to maintain our sanity and only base ourselves on fact. Okay? Now, here's what we need to do. First, follow me here. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe to Lionel Nation in the event you have. Check out my Lionel Legal as well, which is doing more blockbusters. I got some great stuff on that and others. Make sure you then also find yourself, more importantly, please, please, please follow Lynn's Warriors at Lynn's Warriors on YouTube and at X. And do me a favor, and I mean this sincerely. Thank you. Take my words and thank you. I would much, you are so vivacious in terms of your extreme hope and your suspicion. I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. I love you. Don't ever change. Have a great and a glorious day. And now comment, my friend. Comment as you see fit. No, that's not it. That's my other thing I say. Oh yeah, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. That's it.